Welcome to Nerd and the Noob, episode 48. Who's Batman?
Hello! How's everybody doing? You're here at the show with us?
Are you good?
You doing good?
You doing good?
You doing good?
Camera's down there.
Are you feeling good?
You feeling good?
Feeling good.
Don't steal that.
I can't steal it.
Alright.
For those of you who haven't listened to the show before, my name is Greg. I'm your nerd.
And I'm Michael, your noob. This is your first and last stop for nerdy news and opinions.
From movies to comics and everything in between.
Let's get right into it.
Still sounds so weird.
Still don't like that, do you?
No, I'm not enjoying that at all.
But I like it.
We're going to move into our first story, first segment every week, which is the Weekend Chat Explosion. Did you do anything?
Well, today, I tried to find a gourmet popcorn store. At the same time, trying to find a tabletop gaming store. Well, we thought we found two right close to each other. So we went to the game store first. We figured we'll get that part over with. We'll be good to go. So we did that. Then we went to the popcorn store. Well, it was closed. However, 2 doors down from the old popcorn store was another game store. Brand new. Actually not even open. They were hosting a Magic the Gathering tournament.
Yeah.
To get in with some, I don't know what it was. It was something weird. They're really cool. I think I may end up going back there because he was even talking about like the deck building games. Mm-hmm. Like the DC and the Legendary. He was talking about
the Marvel Legendary.
They'll have like game nights and they'll get those out and play them. I'm like, really? More than 2 people? This would be amazing, I tell you. And so we did that. Still no popcorn. Okay, this first shop. So the whole reason we wanted popcorn is because Gina wanted popcorn. She wanted movie popcorn, and I didn't want to go to the movies. I was like, okay, fine.
What'd you end up doing?
Shut up. We'll get there. This was the whole. I did not want to go to the movies, and so I was like, okay. So I Googled it. We found another one. It was in downtown Nashville, like ghetto Nashville. Didn't know that until we got down there. No popcorn place. It was closed. So I got angry, and I said, we're going to Franklin, which is, we have now driven probably 45 minutes total drive time.
Yeah. And
Franklin's another 25 minutes from where I was, because I know there's one in Franklin. So we get all the way out there. It's closed on Sundays. So I freaked out a little bit. If there was a video camera on me, you would have seen me like thrashing around and screaming a lot. So that was fun. And so by then we were very hungry, so we stopped and got some food. And then Gina still wanted some popcorn. And
so what'd you do?
So we went to the movies.
What'd you see?
2 Guns.
And?
It was good. I enjoyed it. I will
Very
say,
quickie review.
I will say, just first things, I actually really enjoyed it. As just a plain old, Jane old action movie. Really, really good. It was funny. Mm-hmm. There was explosions.
Explosions?
There was boobies.
Oh.
And that chick is mighty hot, let me tell you. Super hot. The comedy was great in it. Like, I will say the one thing I didn't like is what are the 2 characters, main characters?
I don't know their names. I know
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, and
he was, I think, trying to play a little dim-witted. And played major dim-witted. I mean, he was like just constantly strange about it, and but then he'd turn around and he could sniper shot with a 9mm. Other than that, the movie was really good. Like we enjoyed it. It was
dude.
Nice.
I didn't do anything today. I cooked a lot today.
Oh, we bought a puzzle yesterday too. We were really bored.
Yesterday, however, I spent about... Oh, okay, so yes, I did do something yesterday. I spent like 8 hours gaming. By that I mean my tabletop games.
Yeah.
But I also got to introduce 2 people to the full movie of Monty Python and the Holy Grail, who had never seen the entire thing.
Lovely.
So, it was very funny to watch them die.
What? Your favorite color?
Red.
Ah! I love those movies.
So anyway, that's our weekends.
Yeah?
We're gonna move into.
Wait.
What do you want?
We have had a question in the chat.
Oh, okay.
And yes, this is a Spider-Man dagger. If you're watching us, for those of you that haven't listened before, this is a live show that we do on twitch.tv / Nerd and the Noob. And so our chat was asking what is on the table beside us. Our growing list of, or my growing stack of trades. And so this is a Spider-Man dagger that I guess my sister got me for my birthday. And so, yeah, that's kind of nice. I like it. It's very, very cool.
I think our chat's behind a little bit.
I do too, but that's okay.
We also want to point out that we have a forum. If you're not on there and you listen to us, why aren't you on there?
It's really cool. Like,
it is. Nerdandthenoob.com or nerdandthenoob.niceboard.com. It's really fun to be. It's grown a lot more than I thought it would.
There's only one bad thing about it.
What?
My OCD goes insane.
Well,
like having just long strings of text with no organizational skill to it at all. Oh my god, it's crazy.
Like I said, nerdandthenoob.niceboard.com. Go, sign up right now. We'll wait.
So, oh wait, we bought a new game.
We'll do that later.
Wait.
It's up there.
I was trying to remember how do you say that name?
I don't know. I couldn't say it.
Carcassonne? I think it's Carcassonne. I don't know.
I couldn't say it.
By the way, there is a Star Wars game, and I found your X-Wing game too.
Nice.
Did find it. Didn't buy it,
We give him enough time, you think?
but I found it. But there's a Star Wars card game with so far I saw 3 expansions that we will probably be getting, and you're gonna have to pay for something. So at least an expansion. Okay.
All right, we're gonna move into the long box, which is our first segment of the main show.
You mean we have an unmain show?
Yes, the Weekend Chat Explosion is the unmain show. It's like
Sure.
before the main.
So this was your story, my friend.
I found this. It's in here. I don't know how much we'll actually talk about it, but I think it's really cool. DarkHorse Comics somehow got the rights from Lucasfilm and or Disney now, depending on how it works.
I don't think it's from Lucasfilm. I think it's straight out from Lucas.
You just think it's from George?
Yeah, I think it's just straight
from
George Lucas.
From the house that built the Star Wars. And they are going to be doing an 8-issue series based on his 1974 screenplay known as The Star Wars.
Right.
Let's see here. We'll read a little bit of the article here. It says, The Star Wars is finally seeing... Oh, I'm sorry. The 1974 screenplay known as The Star Wars is finally seeing the light of day, courtesy of a limited comic book series published by DarkHorse Comics, in which will it be introduced to such characters as wise old General Luke Skywalker, cocky but naive farm boy Anakin Starkiller, and a lizard-like alien, which I say looks like Swamp Thing without all the stuff,
All right.
Han Solo.
Okay, first thing, I would like to change my name to Starkiller. Because whoever came up with that name...
Obviously, Lucas.
Amazing! I absolutely love that name.
They say the most intriguing part is the early version of Darth Vader, where he's not the deep-voiced, full of mechanics bad guy that we know now. He's a general in the Imperial Army. Quit. He's a general in the Imperial Army and seems to be quite the fearsome figure, though he's not a Sith Lord and doesn't wear a mask. That's
so... I don't know very much about this.
I'm super down. Like, I love Star Wars.
Right.
I am so far down with reading this, it's not even funny.
So that's what I was going to say. This sounds like it would have made an amazing one-off. Possibly 2.
Yeah?
But there's no... obviously, I'm not a filmmaker.
The story behind it, and I've heard things from other podcasts and stuff, is... George knew that if he brought something of this scale like this to companies, publishing, or to movie companies, they'd have laughed him off site.
Oh, yeah.
And I kind of agree. I mean, there's a lot of crap here. There's so much going on. It looks like they're using a lot of art that is based around Ralph McQuarrie art.
I don't know who that is.
He's up until recently. Oh no, I think he did for all 6 movies. Ralph McQuarrie was he did all the concept art. Like the original concept art was done by Ralph McQuarrie, and I think George Lucas has even said he pays, thanks to the fact that part of the reason he was able to sell it the way he was in the beginning was due to the concept art. Some of the concept art shows like everyone being able to have lightsabers. Like it's not just a Jedi Sith thing. It's a
Never understood that. It's not a Jedi Sith thing. I mean, think about it. That'd be like telling you that you couldn't wield a sword or a saber because you're not a pirate.
Well,
I mean, you could anybody can pick up a sword and go. I mean, You want to do that again?
Go for it. Block. There you go. I don't know. It's just there's a trailer attached to the site that we have. I went looking for it. It's like I said, it's going to be 8 issues. I'm not going to buy it in singles. I think instead I'm going to wait for the trade.
I was considering going ahead and getting it in singles.
Did you find one?
No, but I go to the store enough that...
issue 1 apparently is already past pre-order, so it comes out in September.
I just have to go and put it on my list at the store.
I know. I'm just saying... I want to see this. Like, if it does well enough, I agree with you. I think it would be a kick-ass, like, side project, LucasArts Disney project to do this.
Do you think this is something Lucas, now that he's handed over LucasArts and Lucasfilms?
I don't know if this was included.
Well, that's what I'm going to say. Do you think this is something he picks up and starts a whole new set with?
No.
Well, it's something based on this.
He's already said he's done making giant movies. He's going to make art house style films. Just if even that. I mean,
can I do the swords again?
You have dishonored your family. Now kill yourself.
Oh wait. Oh, that tears me. That would hurt. That thing's actually really sharp. Okay, go ahead.
Anyway, I don't think he'll do it again. I don't know if it was included in the... I don't think it was included in the sale, though. And if it wasn't, I think it would be interesting to see in film right now. I think
it'll never happen.
I think the way
names... I mean, Disney owns all that.
From what I saw, I think it had a Guardians of the Galaxy feel.
Yeah.
From the preview. So it could come off of that.
I think I may, if you will remind me the next time I go to the comic book store. My wife's totally listening to this live. You think you could make a note, honey? Star Wars books. And try and get... I might just get the singles, because it looks like it'll be really interesting. And it's not going to be more than, what, about 8?
8 issues. It says it's an 8-issue run, because they're just running it off of one story. It's a beginning, middle, end. That's it.
So, I will enjoy that.
I'm going to try it. It will be featured one way or the other on this show. Whether as a single issue thing or a review on the forums.
So, cool. Alright, next thing we're going to move on to...
You laughed about this, so bring it on,
This made me
buddy.
giggle when I saw it. Saints Row, is that a 5 or a 6? That's a 4.
That's a
isn't it?
4?
It's a 4. We're looking at the Roman numerals, and I'm not sure what it is. Saints Row 4 has a $1 million special edition, including plastic surgery. 1 copy. And it's a $1 million copy. Now, I'm going to find when if the article comes up. Can I have the article, please? No, thanks. Give me the article. Oh, Lord. Let's see
Just
what we
find
can...
what it includes.
The bundle cost $1 million, and there's only one available. Ars Technica did a little digging and found the bundle to have a value of around $630,000. So take that $1 million price tag as you will.
You can pre-order it over at UK's game for
Only $1 million.
$1 million.
All right, the bundle is called the Super Dangerous Wad Edition. It includes the Commander-in-Chief edition of the game, which you get if you pre-order the title, which gives you a Stars and Stripes America-themed outfit and some wacky American-themed weapons.
America!
Along with that, you get a full-size replica of the game's dubstep gun. I totally want that just for the name. If somebody has a dubstep gun and they're willing to come off of it, I would totally put that on the wall right about there.
A shopping spree with a personal shopper, 7 nights for 2 at the Jefferson Hotel in Washington, and 7 nights for 2 at the
Burj Al Arab
in the
Top Royal Suite.
Top Royal Suite.
Those are the normal additions to the bundle. You'll also receive... Hold it. This is my favorite part. Just wait for it. A Toyota Prius, complete with insurance...
A Lamborghini Gallardo.
And wait a minute. Wait. How do you go from Toyota Prius to Lamborghini?
Well, because they know you're
Who's gonna drive the Prius when they have the Burghini in the... I shortened Burghini, by the way. When they've got the Guinea in the garage.
It twice.
Yes, it did. Seriously.
It also includes a 1-year membership to the E25 Supercar Club.
A full day of spy training. I'm sold.
Hostage rescue experience.
And plastic surgery of your choice. Oh, and a trip to space with Virgin Galactic.
While the trip to space might be the coolest, it's definitely not the weirdest. As receiving a plastic surgery procedure when you buy a collector's edition of a video game is strange. Maybe it'd be a little less weird if the bonus came with Surgeon Simulator.
Okay, so, first question.
How much is...
What would your plastic surgery be?
Did you see Gattaca?
Not in a long time. Only thing I remember from Gattaca. Gattaca.
No. I think it was Gattaca. The one where like, the one guy pretended to be another guy.
Face Off?
No. Look back. I think, anyway, it started with a G.
Anyways, go ahead.
Ethan Hawke.
Okay.
Was in it. Anyway, to make him taller, they broke his legs and added height.
Like, put rods in his legs.
Yes. Made him like 4 inches taller.
You'd want to do that.
It'd be painful as but yes. I'd want to be at least 6'2".
See, I'm not... Oh my god. The fact that you know how tall you'd like to be makes me giggle a lot. Strangely enough, and it may not be plastic surgery, I think it's considered cosmetic surgery, I would probably do something a little bit more on the civilized side. I would get a lap band.
Yeah?
I would totally...
Apparently Spencer wants boobs.
I would totally get a lap band so that I could just shrink down, lose all kinds of weight. So... so Greg, you sure you wouldn't like to make yourself look like Vin Diesel?
I want somebody to Photoshop Vin Diesel, or do like some type of video thing where it's Vin Diesel and then his mouth does this thing and then my voice comes out and tell me if that looks right to anyone else.
Oh, that was so great. Okay, second question. On a day-to-day basis, would you drive said Guinea or the Prius?
I don't want to be the douchebag stuck in rush hour traffic with a Lamborghini sitting there the whole time in first going, oh, moving up.
What is it, an IndyCar?
I don't want to be that guy, so I drive the Prius.
Welcome to the sound effect episode, by the way.
I want to drive the Prius to work,
okay,
for saving gas, and then I need so much room to use those horses. Remember Bruce Almighty? Yeah. So yeah.
I think out of all of this, though, I think I would probably like to have two things. I could live without all the other stuff.
Okay.
I want the trip to space.
Nope, I'm good without going to space.
I want the trip to space just because, I mean, one in how many, at this point it may even be hundreds, but I would say that. I
All right,
want
what else?
to do the spy training.
Spy training.
I mean,
I just spit everywhere.
dude, yes, spy training would be amazing. Sheehan says, I actually was in a live fire hostage rescue training event for the local police department. It was fun.
Ooh, cool.
Nice. See, I want to do this stuff. Okay, first off, living in Nashville.
No. By the way, I want the Prius because it comes complete with insurance.
See, I was going to say, this is how sad I am. I live in Nashville. I don't want the Lamborghini. Second, the reason I don't want the Lamborghini is because I don't want to, I'd rather not get arrested for doing things that's going to happen in the Lamborghini. The insurance has got to be ridiculous on it. How much does it cost to replace the oil?
How disappointed would everyone be when the Lamborghini pulls up and you get out?
Exactly. I will take the Prius, and I'm good to go on that. I would definitely...
Oh, no. I would keep the Lamborghini in the driveway.
No. Because you know what that screams? Rob me. It screams, rob me. And I don't want it to scream, rob me. It may stay in the garage. And I can hear Gina laughing in the other room. Yeah, no. Nope. Okay,
let's move into the next
I think
story.
we're done with this. First thing, this is what I want to know, though. I want a complete vlog. I don't care if Saints Row does it or the guy that buys it does it or something. I want...
you want an unboxing?
I want an unboxing for like a week of him doing all this stuff. So, we're going to move on because
they do know most gamers don't have a lot of money.
That may be the first time that a game has made it into the long box.
It is the first time a game has.
But that was hilarious.
Okay, we're going to stroke... We're going to give our producer a stroke here because he's going to die because we're overscheduled. Okay.
Go ahead.
Next up is WB offering Christian Bale $50 million to reprise his role as Batman.
This is from thinkmcflythink.com.
And
it says, according to a new ebook, Beyond Batman, the Unauthorized, True Story of Christian Bale and his Dark Knight Dilemma, Bale currently has a $50 million offer on the table to reprise his role as Bruce Wayne / Batman for the still untitled Man of Steel 2, which would team him with Henry Cavill's Kal-El / Clark / Superman.
Okay, so we're gonna cut the article. If you want to read the whole thing, it's on the forum.
Yes. First off, $50 million.
He's gonna be asked to do it again, though. Like, this is the first step. That character is going to be in Justice League.
But here's the thing. I'm sorry. I mean, unless he has just decided that he no longer wants to be in the limelight and he'd like to go and be on theater, then why the hell don't you take $50 million to play a role? At this point, half of it's got to be CG.
Not as Batman.
Yes.
No.
The only times they need him as Batman is when there's a face shot. That's it.
What, you think take him out of the thing,
That's what they'll do with Tony Stark. 90% of Iron Man is going to be a stuntman.
Spencer says if he does it, he could go buy that Saints Row edition.
I say, personally, he doesn't do it. But that's not counting the money. Because the Batman series is known over the last 20 years to constantly change actors.
Very true.
So at least people from our generation are used to that, and so it's kind of nice.
So I agree with you. I don't think he should do it again. $50 million be damned.
Right.
I don't think he should do it again.
I honestly, at this point, I think they should pay him not to do it.
He won't do it.
Because
I just don't think he's going to do it.
You're going to need a Batman to do Man of Steel 2, Justice League, and maybe another follow-up movie.
Okay, so moving out of who it was, let's move into who they're saying it could be. First of all, the one that boggles my effing mind, I saw an article today, or the other day, that says Orlando Bloom is the latest rumor to contend for The Dark Knight. Are you effing kidding me? We might have to have a new segment that says Vin Diesel and Orlando Bloom. What the frick?
Before you continue with the story, I have to note that our producer and my wife are currently conspiring to bang on the door when we go over on time.
No.
Do not do that! Thank you. That would get annoying. And we're going to go over. We have contingencies in place if we go over.
Okay, so Orlando Bloom, I'm going to put a hard kibosh on. Like, no. Hell's no. Hell to as many no as possible.
But then Batman could totally do the arrow thing.
The skinny little elf needs to keep his ass in Lord of the Rings territory and stay the hell away from my DC comics.
Oh, that's so great. Oh, I'm just laughing so hard.
Not happening. I like him. He's funny in a lot of his stuff. Women love him. Blah 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 blah.
I just don't think, and this is going to be the weirdest part, I don't think he's got the jaw.
I don't either. I don't think he's got the facial structure. I don't think he's big enough. I think he would have to do something he's never done.
Right.
And bulk the hell up. I mean, way up.
All right, so we've got a list of
Okay.
names. Okay, first is Matthew Good.
I
I don't know who that name is. Then you've got Ryan Gosling. He's not old enough to do what we are considering
as an older
Batman, in my opinion. Jeffrey Dean Morgan, he played
the comedian
in The Watchmen.
I can see that.
It could work, especially if he does the gruffy, like the scruffy version, because it would definitely, I think it would fit right. Josh Brolin, that's my pick.
First time agree on something. Woohoo! Scott Adkins, don't know who he is. I've looked at it, but And then finally, Gerard Butler, who is also a...
Wait, who's Scott Adkins?
I don't know. I can't remember. I looked. I just can't remember right now. Josh Brolin and Gerard Butler are the two that I would actually give an option to right now.
I know on Gerard Butler just because the accent, unless he can do a really, really good American accent.
You don't want him kicking someone off a roof screaming, "This is Gotham"?
No, that would be amazing. Somebody needs to make that video. For me, it's probably Jeffrey Dean Morgan or Josh Brolin. They're both.
I like Brolin
older.
Is the thought. Brolin needs. He's got comic book cred, sort of, for the few people that liked. Crap! I forgot the name. Jonah Hex.
See, I didn't watch that.
I
did
I
watch Men in Black 3 when he played Tommy Lee Jones'
younger Tommy Lee Jones,
and that, for me, that's what sells it. He did such a good job shadowing that guy, making himself seem like Tommy Lee Jones. That was amazing to me. Like I thought that was incredible, and so I think if he can do that with a role like Batman, especially like a 50-year-old Batman, you know, we're talking a healthy, buff, still active 50-year-old Batman, not necessarily Batman Beyond, but like I said, somewhere around the 50s, a guy who still bench presses 300 pounds, you know, something along those lines. But the only thing I think is Jeffrey Dean Morgan, I think, could do the face better. Because he's got that scruff, that natural scruff.
I think Josh Brolin could do it. Go back and look at him, sans the scars, and Jonah Hex. He had some gruff going. I think. Let's just end with, we both agreed. I think Josh Brolin would be a good one.
I think he would make at least a fantastic Bruce Wayne. Like the older Bruce Wayne, the fatherly figure.
Okay.
Ooh, that reminds me. I wonder if we're gonna start seeing a Robin now.
I don't know. Let's move on.
Moving on.
That is our stories for the long box, I believe.
It is. It is. That is all the long box. That was a good long box. Another high five.
High five on that.
Yes, thank you.
Sound effect day.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna move into our just a little bit of discussion on the nerd list. We wanted to look at some of the stuff that's probably not gonna make it in the top 10. By the way, the nerd list for this month is.
I don't have permission for it, apparently.
The nerd list for this 2-week time span is your top 10 favorite movies of all time.
So what was?
I haven't made my list
I
yet.
have not either. I've been trying not to do this because it would. I've been trying not to look at the list completely because I don't want to ruin how I think about it. Les, if you'll just drop what's currently in 11 through 15 into the chat or into the doc, then we can do it that way. I've been trying to I've been racking my brain about what could possibly be in, and we already figured out Star Wars: A New Hope was going to be my number.
Yeah, probably.
My number one, and my number two is The Replacements, which is completely
Really?
yes, I'm telling you, I could watch that movie all the time, and I think I've figured it out now. My number three is probably Prisoner of Azkaban from Harry Potter. I want to say it's number 3.
Okay.
Good one.
So starting with 18, we'll start there just to give a few ideas here of what's made it. Fast and the Furious 6 is already up there.
Wow, Dirty Dancing. That's a good one.
All right.
It's a chick one, but it's a good one.
Hey, chicks got legs too.
Hey, I'm just saying. Oh, wait. The 18 is points. Oh, okay. So apparently Fast and Furious 6 is currently in 11th.
Dirty Dancing is
12th.
12th. Saving Private Ryan.
Good movie.
300.
300 is...
Prisoner of Azkaban.
See, Prisoner of Azkaban is usually one of the more popular ones.
Yeah.
So, I mean, here's the thing. Well, we asked the number earlier. Okay, so last time we did a nerd list, we had upwards of, I'd want to say, about
40.
30 to 40.
Yeah. We're up to somewhere around 160 plus separate movies.
Yeah. So, the thing is going to be a little skewed, but what'll be cool is to see
how different
it is, because we'll probably talk about this one a lot as time goes.
It probably could end up being a long box, just to kind of go into it.
Because, like I said, Prisoner of Azkaban, Saving Private Ryan is a good movie, but it's not on my top 10 list, because that's not the kind of movie I really enjoy.
True.
300, again, same thing for me. Amazing movie, not on my top 10 list, because I don't really enjoy it that as much.
Right.
Fast and Furious 6 being number 11, to me, that's what I would consider being the what I've watched recently is currently my favorite movie thing.
I think if you were gonna put one of them up there, I think Fast and Furious 1 was alright, was good. I don't know if you put 6 that high.
If I was gonna put one up there, I'd put 2.
Yeah,
I think because I like Tyrese. I think he's funny.
Mm.
I liked 1. Don't get me wrong, but 2, everything was developed and it was.
What about
there.
your boy over here on the wall?
Which one?
Goonies? Does it make your top 10?
No, probably not. Mine is going to be very skewed. I'm going to have to look and see the movies. See, for me, it'll be kind of easier because I'll have to look and see the movies that I've actually bought.
Yeah.
Because I don't buy a lot of movies.
See, that's my problem. I do. I'll tell you right now, and this is a weird one for me. Annapolis is one of my favorite movies.
Good movie. I didn't think
The
about
boxing
that
one with
Oh, I think I said it last time. The boxing one had Tyrese in it.
Yeah. I love that movie. I watch it. I have it. Watch it all the time.
So there's so many good movies out there. Like I said, I think it's just going to be a matter of I'm going to have to go in there and go, okay, boom, 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 boom. Like I could tell you, Star Trek, the reboot.
Yeah,
that's probably one of my top 10s.
Yeah,
that is an amazing movie. It was done beautifully. All of that good stuff. He's putting some more up here for us. Breakfast Club. Never watched it completely through.
Matrix. I'm so burnt out on Cars. It's a good movie, but my son killed 2 DVDs of it.
Did he really?
Well, definitely one, and we lost the other one.
Oh, Ghostbusters. Hot Fuzz. Really?
Yeah, dude,
wow.
That movie's pretty good. These are some of the ones that are not in the top 10. Amazing Spider-Man.
Again, that's one of those ones that's probably it's either you're really young or it's my new. I've liked it. This is what it is.
Indiana Jones.
So we're gonna stop reading these off because there is a lot of them. We could go on for days with them.
Yeah. Which one was the one indie movie where they went to the crap? It was the Kalima.
The one with the little Asian kid?
Was it? Yeah. Is that 2?
I think that was 2.
That one scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. When the dude starts going Kalima and pulling the hearts out, as a kid I'm going, no. Scared the crap. All right, fine.
God.
Put one animated movie on the top of your list.
An animated?
In your top
Hercules.
10. Yeah.
Hercules. Hands down, in an instant. And that may be because I like musicals too much. And it's not a musical, but there is singing. There's good music in it.
It's a Disney movie.
It's a Disney movie, so it's got
I
a couple
agree
of
with that on a
songs.
step of that's what made me love Greek mythology, and that's not a good version of it, but it's what made me push to it.
Well, so when you're growing up, you watch Hercules, which makes you enjoy Greek mythology.
Yes.
When you get into high school, you learn about Greek mythology, which makes you enjoy superheroes because that's the modern day Greek mythology. And when you do that, you become us, and here we are.
You're being described very strange today. You want a Prius and you like musicals.
Bite me. Big old pile of bite me.
All right, we're going to move on into the comic of the week.
Wait. Before we forget, if you've not posted your top 10 movies to the Nerd List, go to the forums, go to Twitter, go to Facebook. Be sure to get us your top 10, because if you've got a movie that's just strange and out there, you may want to get it out there, and we may be able to boost it some. Because I think next week we're not turning them in, right? It's a month, right?
No, it's 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks.
It's 2 weeks.
It's
well,
2 weeks.
Dang.
But if you go to the forums and go to the Facebook, you can help boost it yourself by commenting and posting and pushing it out there why this is a good movie. Get some conversation going. Get it amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. We'll go to...
He's in the fan, practicing in his room.
Alright, so we're going to move on to the comic of the week, which kind of goes along with the long box theme. It was Batman 66, number 4. And what this is they have gone through and they've made a comic book version of the original Adam West Batman series.
First of all, own the movie. That's in my top 10.
How is that your top? It's
my favorite bad movie.
It's so awful.
I sit there and I watch it, and like when I was married, my wife walked in and goes, "Why are you watching this? Because it's so bad." Well, then why are you laughing? Because it's so bad. Because
shark repellent.
No, because some days you can't get rid of a bomb. How long was the fuse on that bomb? I still love that movie. I would love to sit down and do like us watch it and just talk about it.
I don't know that we can legally do that.
We're not making money any
But
longer.
it was the cover was done by Mike
Allred, written by Jeff Parker, art by Ty Templeton, and colored by Wes Hartman. Just give me an overview.
I thought it was great.
Did you?
The art was awesome. It was
Old school.
Everything looked. It was very colorful, but it still had that glossy look that I like nowadays. And then it was like the characterizations of the actors was really spot on.
We're being asked for no spoilers, so we're gonna have to try this. We will say that
Who said no spoilers?
Spencer doesn't want spoilers.
No spoilers.
It's
The story was hilarious.
The characterizations are spot on.
Yes. It is hilarious. You
get
all around
the standard Robin quote at some point.
Yep.
You know, something Batman. The one that gets me the most, and I can't help but do it because I can't say it, but I hear it, is when you do the "Will they survive?" You know, the announcer. I hear him in my head when I read those parts at the beginning and the end of the book.
Yeah.
The characters look really close to their characters.
Right.
A lot of them do anyway. They don't, like Smallville right now, like season 11. It's trying to look so much like them that it looks kind of hard.
Yeah.
Or it looks kind of bad sometimes.
I thought it was good. Like I said, the colors in it was good. The story was good. It wasn't too wordy, but it gave you enough that you enjoyed it. It didn't pull away from the art. Mm-hmm. I thought it was, and I'm not one. I don't really like the show. I mean,
I've read it twice now.
It's one of those that the show, I'll watch a few episodes, but it's so campy that I have a hard time enjoying it, and that's just because that wasn't my era. I didn't enjoy that kind of thing. By the way, speaking of Batman, I watched that new Beware the Batman. Mm-hmm. Weird as crap. Okay, they start out with the pig dude and the frog guy. Strange shit. Let me just say that. But it was not bad. It was good. It was a good book. Honestly, I'll give it an 8.
Are we doing 8 or are we doing out of 5?
Okay, if it's out of 5, I'll give it a 4. I mean, it's not the
We're
greatest
gonna do everything
thing.
up to 5 now.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not the greatest thing I've ever read, but I'll give it 4.5. I'll tell you what, I will give it a 4.5.
I agree with you. I wholeheartedly give it a 4.5. The art, everything, it made you laugh.
Yeah, oh, we were giggling. If you can read it with a friend that's willing to be stupid with you, read like the Batman Robin parts back and forth.
Mhm.
Especially if you do it in the voices, because it's hilarious to do.
When
and then
he men-
likes the
When
the
he
announcer
mentions
voice.
when Robin mentions Bruce Wayne, that made me laugh.
Yeah, it's like, I'll bet you Bruce Wayne can help, and that's no spoilers. You know, it's something screws up.
It's just overall, I loved it.
This was number 4, by the way. I need to go back. And
We're
read
gonna go
number
back
1.
and read the other ones.
If you have not done this, I suggest going to Comixology.
Get an account.
Get an account and download these. These are amazing so far. Are they in print?
They're going to be in print monthly. They are digitally weekly though, so I think they're going to do 4 digital, and then that will be 1 print. Because it's
Fair
not
enough.
it's not a full length, I don't think.
Right. No, it seemed rather short.
Yeah. So it was like $1. I think it's like 99 cents. It wasn't even expensive.
Oh yeah, we'll totally be going to get those. It was just this. The last time I was adamant that you guys read one was the Green Lantern one with the new Green Lantern.
This one
the
is
number
definitely-
0. This is an adamant. This is a you have to go watch or read this, because it was amazing.
Our producer has a question. Which was longer, the bomb fuse or the runway in Fast 6? That bomb fuse was long.
That bomb fuse was pretty long.
He was able to run around a ton of people.
Oh Lord! Oh, and we're being said that no, the online ones are 1 issue, and so is the physical issue. They're the same thing. This is it was just really good. Like I said, 4.5 out of 5. You have to go
Hands
read
down.
this. So
Moving on to Noob versus. Last week was gun-toting psychos.
How did I lose this much?
And the Punisher won against the Terminator. The former Governor.
I'm going to stop
You
picking
lost.
non-comic characters. Because apparently, you people suck at this. The Terminator is... That one's not me, is it?
No, that would be Gina's phone
That
in
would
here.
be Gina's phone.
No.
Okay. Would you come get your phone?
Excuse us.
We're just gonna throw this out. Yeah, we're gonna take a pause for... Alright, and we're back.
Brief intermission.
Oh, I totally forgot where we're going with this. Oh, yeah, by the way, how does the Punisher beat the Terminator? The Terminator's metal. Like, all the Punisher does is shoot stuff. I hate you.
Yes.
I'm
but
like on a losing streak. I remember back in the old days when the desk was sideways and I won, like, every week. I hate you for this.
All right, let's get right into it. We're going to just blow through this one first. We're going to look at the screen for the
Topic.
topic, and then we're going to look away.
Because you guys go
guys
nuts
scream at
and it screws with my
So
brain.
Les, in the not in the chat because we can't see it. Over here in the doc, tell us what the topic is for this week.
Yes. Need to see a new topic.
Pirates, enough said. The Dread Pirate Roberts.
I don't even know that one.
The Princess Bride.
Oh,
Carrie Elways.
No.
Yes!
Okay, so Pirates. I'm guessing Orlando
can't
Bloom
look.
is not a good one,
You
right?
can't
Pirates. Trying to think of a particularly evil pirate. Arg. Okay, I'm going to win this week.
Okay.
I'm going Jack Sparrow.
This is going to be hard.
Kicking my ass. I'm kicking your ass.
No. You said it right the first time. I'm kicking your ass.
I'm going Jack Sparrow because let's just
versus
say this.
No, because the Dread Pirate Roberts takes out the Sicilian, the Swordsman, Inigo Montoya, and Andre the Giant, all in one run. Jack Sparrow's got to be
Just-
drunk to do anything.
Just three guys. Didn't Jack Sparrow totally take out Davy from Davy Jones's locker?
Nope, no Jack Sparrow. Do not let me down. The Princess Bride is such a better movie because of Carrie Elways as the Dread Pirate Roberts.
You know, he was in Psych.
Yeah.
These good episodes.
Yes.
I really enjoyed those.
I like Carrie Elways.
But I'm pretty sure I'm going to whoop your ass this time.
No,
Yes.
I'm already losing.
Guys, please, if you will go to the forums and vote for preferably Jack Sparrow.
But if you want to be bright, go Dread Pirate Roberts.
Or send us a tweet, or go to the email, or go to Facebook. You can vote just about anywhere. So, I'm just saying, Jack Sparrow is pimp.
I'm going to get owned this week. Darn it.
That's what you get for... How did you... Were you thinking of that movie?
Also one of my top 10.
It would have taken a minute for my brain to make it to... Because, honestly, when I think pirates, he's never near the water.
Dread Pirate Roberts.
Well, it's a
Carrie
name
Elways.
that's passed down, isn't it?
Yes, but he was a damn good one.
Oh, good lord. Alright, we're going to go into the coming attractions. This is just where we tell you, what played this week, what won, and what didn't.
Okay, so I have to put this out first of all. First, number one was
Elysium.
Elysium with 30.4 million.
Number two was We're the Millers.
Okay, we both watched Boy Meets World, right?
Okay.
Do you remember when they made the bed and breakfast in Feeney's house?
Okay.
We're the Tippers. That's what I hear in my head every time I read We Are the Millers.
You're a strange man.
I am
26.6 million. Planes got 22.5 million. Percy Jackson's Sea of Monsters got 14.6 million.
I still have to go see that. I like the movie.
And
it
Two
didn't
Guns
open.
got 11.1 million.
It didn't open strong. That's my worry. Is they may not continue.
Which one? Two Guns?
No, Percy Jackson. I love the first one.
I did, but it failed too.
Yeah, I know.
They're apparently not good made for movies.
Spencer, you had to look up the Dread Pirate Rock. Sir, go watch The Princess Bride right now.
Yes, and the only reason We Are the Millers is that high is because Jennifer Aniston shakes her booty in nothing but her underwear.
That just needs to be a GIF. The whole time of her.
That needs to go on my desktop. But otherwise, I thought Two Guns was good. So I mean, I already.
Well,
told
it
you
made
guys
good
about
last
that.
week.
Did it?
Yeah, it did good
I don't
last
remember
week.
what the numbers were.
Our trailers for you guys to check out that we found, there are a lot of them. The new Thor trailer was B.A. badass.
Okay, I've not watched it yet.
It's on our forums.
Okay.
Actually, most of these will probably get posted to our forum. The Ender's Game trailer, I've listened to the book, read the book, is so cool looking.
Oh, FYI, speaking of the forums, guys, if you go into the Nerd and the Noob section or the podcast section of the forums, there's actually one that says show notes. You can click on all the links. It's amazing.
Let's hear. The Jobs trailer, we both agreed that's looking better.
Yeah. The teaser for Sherlock Holmes Season 3.
And the trailer for the final run of Breaking Bad, which started tonight.
Have you ever watched that?
No.
Me neither.
Captain Phillips trailer starring Tom Hanks. I heard about this one.
Is he going to be lost at sea?
No, I think he gets captured by pirates.
Of course he does.
I think that's what I read.
Kind of hoping Wilson shows up.
Wilson! Okay, so we're going to move into the short box this week, starting out with Marvel news. The first one up is just a simple story. Marvel has movies planned all the way till 2021.
I told that to Gina over dinner last night. You want to know what she looked at me and she said?
Yeah.
She was like, shit.
Are you going to be interested through 2021?
It depends on what they do with them. It says here, what do we got?
Just real quick, a quote from Kevin Feige saying, "I could arguably say what we're planning for the year 2021. Will that happen? I don't know, but what we planned for 2015 in 2006 is happening." So yeah.
Does it say how many movies total?
I don't know. Blah, blah, blah.
It has been hinted in the past that Marvel has plans for the new characters in Phase 3 like Doctor Strange and Black Panther. Either of those could take on these future release dates, as could Marvel Avengers 3, likely for 2017, agreed. this is a cool little article. It's just yes, I do believe I could still be interested in Marvel by 2021. That being said, only if by 2021 I'm not hearing about Thor and Iron Man and Captain America.
Yeah,
it needs
although
to evolve.
You run into the problem of the Avenger problem. Although, for those of you that don't know, the Avengers always change who's in it.
Yeah, I mean,
at some
I've read
point,
these new Avengers.
At some point, Cap, Thor, all of them are not even in the Avengers main team.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If they wanted to do that, I would be totally good with that. If they pulled that kind of stuff off.
Yeah.
Next thing we've got up in Marvel news is Joss Whedon says Thanos was never the plan. This was found by Keymaster in our chat. She's not actually here today, which was cool. It says that Joss Whedon Thanos was never meant to be the next villain. The brilliance of Marvel is not only in the studio's execution of story, it's in the dissemination of information. Let's see. What do we got on here? It's such as things like all they had to do during Comic-Con was say 3 words, Age of Ultron.
We don't actually know if Keymaster is a she or not.
Okay. My bad.
I thought he was a he.
Okay. Let's see, what else do we got? It says another example was the tag of 2012's The Avengers, showing the uber evil Thanos as the mastermind behind Loki's plan, suggested he'd be the next great nemesis for the super team, but the reveal of Ultron as the villain in Avengers 3 changed that. Or Avengers 2 changed that.
I think Thanos was ultimately meant to be the bad guy in Guardians, and that's it.
Do you think he's going to show in there?
I do. I think it's going to be them against Thanos towards the end.
Nice. So, cool little article. I like the fact that what is cool is something like that happens. Like, they teased Thanos at the end of Avengers.
Yeah.
And then they went and go, Avengers are going to be Age of Ultron.
Yeah, but I mean, was the teasers at the end of the other Marvel movies always the next teaser of their movie, or just the next thing to come out?
No, I don't know. Next thing we've got is Bryan Singer's thoughts about X-Men Days of Future Past. Now, this is a bigger article. I'm going to read half of it. This is from Geek Tyrant. It says he's got interesting X-Men revelations. I'm going to read this. I know sometimes you guys don't like that, but it's a cool little article.
Bryan Singer did a Q&A at the Fantasia International Film Festival in Montreal, and the bullet points of things that he had thoughts, his thoughts for Days of Future Past were stuff like it's shot in native 3D. However, I did hear that they're going to shoot whoever plays it, Quicksilver, in that higher speed.
And then put it...
But just Quicksilver.
Yeah.
And if he's running, so it'll make him look a lot faster all the time. So that's really cool.
There's not going to be a Scarlet Witch, apparently.
William Stryker is going to be in the film. Josh Hellman is playing the role.
Yeah, who's Josh Hellman?
I've seen him, but I can't remember.
Okay. It says, not the brightest X-Men movie, but it has a good message trying to right wrongs. My guess is they're still trying to fix stuff from the original 3.
Most of the movie takes place in 1973. Future segments are 10 years after.
After X3. You gotta read
the
whole article.
Sorry.
And then the last thing it says is you find the characters in very different places that you saw them in first class. Shows them becoming who they have to be. So that's cool. I like that. That's kind of ominous.
How did that change them though?
Well, because you think about what they were doing in first class. Like they were trying to be what they wanted to be.
Do you think some of them are more than students now? Like they're student advisors, teachers, whatever. Because it's been a few years, obviously.
Right.
They're not all early high schoolers. Beast is not a high schooler. He's a genius. So
I think it's a good article. I think it just shows that I'm hoping he's trying to do right by it. What worries me, actually, the fact that he admits that it's not going to be the brightest X-Men movie, but the fact that he's trying to right wrongs.
I think he means brightest as in, it's not going to be
Tone?
the most... Yeah, I think it's going to be dark.
You think it's going to be just a dark...
I think it's going to be a dark movie.
Which I'm good with that, too. I don't know how I feel about no Scarlet Witch if you're going to have Quicksilver, unless he's just not going in that direction at all.
I still say the third one could end up being... the next one could be... they could have a House of M thing going soon.
Yeah, fair enough. And the last thing in our Marvel news is a new Captain America synopsis. I've not read this yet.
Let's
This
see,
is from Comic Book Movie.
Just simply, Steve becomes embroiled in a web of intrigue that threatens to put the world at risk. Along with the below title treatments, Disney also sent over a new, more detailed synopsis for Captain America.
Doodaloop. After the cataclysmic events in New York with the Avengers, Marvel's Captain America, the Winter Soldier, finds Steve Rogers, a.k.a. Captain America, living quietly in Washington, D.C., and trying to adjust to the modern world. But when a S.H.I.E.L.D. colleague comes under attack, Steve becomes embroiled in a web of intrigue that threatens to put the world at risk.
Joining forces with Black Widow, Captain America struggles to expose the ever-widening conspiracy while fighting off professional assassins sent to silence him at every turn. The full scope of the villainous plot is revealed. Captain America and the Black Widow enlist the help of a new ally, the Falcon. However, they soon find themselves up against an unexpected and formidable enemy.
You guys slow down sometimes.
The Winter Soldier. Sorry about that.
I think this is great. I think Captain America should be meant to be a political thing anyways.
I think it's going to be a little bit political.
Wouldn't you like this Captain America to make its way into Steve Rogers for president?
President Captain Steven Rogers.
So this is really cool. I actually enjoy that. I like the fact that it's not just going to be a straight up
fight between him and Winter Soldier the whole time.
Yes, I think it's going to be the intrigue. Political intrigue is always very fascinating.
So ever since you started watching whatever that show was called again?
You mean there's several of them I've been starting.
No, the HBO one.
Newsroom. I'm just letting them load up on the DVR. I watched episode 1 of season 2, and they're just loading up now. I think I've got 3 episodes on there waiting. We're going to move into some TV news. We've got ABC discussing possible Star Wars TV shows, again found by Keymaster. Let's see. It says, when Disney bought Lucasfilm last year, the opportunities that opened up were massive. Let's see. What do we want to see? But what about Star Wars live action TV series, especially for the big network Disney owns, ABC?
At the Television Critics Association press tour today, I asked a Disney president, Paul Lee, about the possibility of Star Wars and ABC. While Lee wouldn't give any specifics, he did say, I certainly have a glint in my eye. They have a lot on their plate when you look at the features that they're planning on rolling out for the next few years, but we've started conversations with them.
Disney, of course, also owns Marvel on top of all the Disney-specific characters, and Lee added, it would be nice to use other strong Disney IP.
I don't know.
Besides Once Upon a Time in Wonderland and besides
intellectual
S.H.I.E.L.D.
property.
So I would be excited. You know me. I will say this again.
I don't think...
How many times have I said I want to see the Twins or the Jedi Academy?
I don't think you can have a large enough budget to do a live-action Star Wars television series properly without it just being crap.
No, I completely disagree with you.
Well, then let's agree to disagree.
We're going to do this. Well, that's not new on here. We're going to move into some movie news. We've got Antonio Banderas and Mel Gibson have been confirmed for The Expendables 3. Probably not much more of an article other than
which one of these guys do you think is the first one to die in one of these movies? Because so far, out of all the old dudes, a young guy dies.
Yeah, though, that irritated me. Let's see. We've got... Oh, and also, apparently Harrison Ford has signed on for Expendables 3. He's replacing the money-hungry Bruce Willis.
Yes.
It says that... let's see.
Van Damme died, but he was a bad guy.
Gibson is said to play the main antagonist for the film, confirming early rumors. And there's currently no rumor or
will he have
no
a
role
beaver
for
puppet?
Antonio Banderas. The pair join a cast that currently includes, we all know this, Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jason Statham, Kaling Lutz, whatever his name is, Ronda Rousey, and Victor Ortiz.
Oh, Ronda Rousey.
I don't know who that is.
I think that's the female UFC champ, or MMA champ.
The film's set to shoot soon in Los Angeles. Rumored additional cast members have said to include Jackie Chan, Wesley Snipes. I saw the Nicolas Cage one. Nicolas Cage, Mila Jovovich. I mean,
although none of those have been
insane.
confirmed yet. I don't think Chan does it. Snipes will do it because he'll get money, and then the government can have that, along with Nicolas Cage. He'll do the same thing. Mila Jovovich, is she ever going to stop doing Resident Evil movies long enough to do something else?
Nicolas Cage will do it because Nicolas Cage is in everything. He's like Kevin Bacon, except for low rent.
You could probably do a 6 Degrees of Nicolas Cage.
Then we've got Mission Impossible A Go with a director.
This is you, man.
Oh man, I gotta wait 13 seconds. The only reason I put this in here is because I've been watching them. I went back and watched the first Mission Impossible. It's okay.
Freaked us out when we were kids.
It holds up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
2, not my favorite at all. And 3 is better only because of the supporting cast.
Well, okay, which one was 2?
2 had the Asian chick that I'm trying. No, wait, that's 3. 2 had the Australian. They were in Sydney. They had the other guy that was trying to steal the virus.
3 was where he met his wife.
Yes.
4 was Ghost Recall. Ghost Protocol.
Right.
That one I kind of liked, actually. It was funny.
Yeah, it says Paramount and Skydance Productions today confirmed that Christopher McQuarrie from Jack the Reacher and The Way of the Gun,
both of which I believe are Tom Cruise movies,
will direct the next installment of their Mission Impossible franchise. He tweeted saying, "Mission accepted," and he says he will reunite in the pick with his Jack Reacher star Tom Cruise.
I see. I was kind of hoping they'd give the reins of this over to what's his name, Hawkeye.
Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking the main action. No, I still like Tom Cruise in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he was good in, was it Night and Day? The one with Cameron Diaz.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Really? Because I hadn't seen that one.
It was pretty decent.
I like Cameron Diaz.
I mean, it's literally a Mission Impossible movie. It's all it is.
Next story is Now You See Me was popular enough. It already got a sequel.
I've not seen it. I still haven't seen the movie.
This summer's surprise hit, Now You See Me, is apparently getting a sequel, according to Lionsgate CEO John Feithmer, who says the pick is being penciled in for a 2014 release in a summer of underperformers, such as The Lone Ranger, The Wolverine, and Pacific Rim. Screw you, sir. Now You See Me has done well for itself, benefiting from a lower budget of only $75 million and a solid yet affordable cast, making $115 million domestically since its debut and putting up an impressive 119 overseas.
You gotta remember, it's all overseas. So, it doesn't sound as impressive when you stretch it out through the whole rest of the world. I've not seen it. I heard it was good.
I heard it was really good.
But I have not seen it. We're gonna move into some gaming news. You wanted to keep this one because you thought it was interesting, didn't you? This is the Ubisoft and Hasbro.
Okay, so you watch SourceFed like I do.
Okay.
Oh, no, this is a different one. This is the Hasbro Inc. and Ubisoft announced that Ubisoft will develop and publish current and next-generation console games based on some of Hasbro's most popular gaming brands. The only reason I want to do this is because I wanted to make fun of something.
Okay.
The Monopoly Man. Do you really think they let him get out of jail free?
Probably. You got Monopoly, Scrabble, and that one's apparently going to be in the United States and Canada only. Trivial Pursuit, Risk, and Battleship, and
I'm down for Trivial Pursuit.
I'm down for Risk.
Really?
Yes, like a console version of Risk.
Okay.
And I will say, like I mentioned earlier, Battleship, I watched the movie. We talked about this earlier.
Can't watch it.
And it was actually pretty good. If you get past the part...
So Liam Neeson is the general...
He's like bit parts. Like he's really not even paid attention
to
it.
But Rihanna's in it, and I have a fundamental dislike for that woman.
It was the decent movie. I guess if you skip the parts where they're actually playing Battleship, I kid you not, there's a grid and there's things... Oh, it was horrible. That was the only bad part to me. The rest of it was good. It was pretty decent movie. I'm kind of looking forward to this.
I agree with you. A Risk console game would probably be cool.
Because especially if it's on something like PlayStation or Xbox, where you could then
do Risk on the new Xbox on Kinect, and you can actually reach up, grab your stuff, move, and do. But I wrote the game Ubisoft.
The big thing for me is the multiplayer part of it.
Yeah.
Because, how hard is it? Like me and Gina, we went and bought a puzzle last night because we didn't want to play Catan by ourselves, and she doesn't like the card building games. And so we were trying to find something that the two of us can do.
Right.
Well, if we had Monopoly and we could play, maybe call you and be like, hey, pull up your Xbox or whatever, and let's play Monopoly.
Right.
That kind of thing would be really cool.
Moving on. Haven't done that in a while.
That's it for gaming news. We're going to move into some tech news.
Just to note real quickie, this was the one I was going to talk about. Oculus VR. You saw that they did a SourceFed did a video at a convention last year where it's the head thing where your player moves, where you move and all that good junk.
Yeah.
They're bringing in John Carmack, and the reason he's known, or first of all, he's coming in to become the Chief Technology Officer. Let's see, where does it give his credits? He had pretty decent credits. We had him somewhere. Well, we lost him.
No, they're right here.
Bam. Oh, he's from games such as Doom, Wolfenstein, and Quake. Wow, we really kind of tanked on this article.
He will be in charge of development at Oculus' new Dallas office. It's unclear whether Carmack has severed all ties with id Software or not at this point. He may retain some form of relationship and role there, but it clearly won't be technical director anymore. This is cool. The legendary programmer has been a fan and promoter of the Oculus Rift ever since it appeared, and clearly his enthusiasm for the virtual reality tech went well beyond what he showed in public, to the point where he wants to play an active role in developing it. This is the plan here is for him to build a team, or for them to build a team around him to continue development of the Oculus Rift before releasing it as a consumer product. It's going to have to be ridiculously cheaper.
He co-founded id Software, the developer of games such as Doom, Quake, and what was the other one I said? Wolfenstein. And we were kids when we were playing early Doom stuff, and Wolfenstein actually.
I think this is just neat. It just depends on how much this can
get trimmed down.
Because it's super expensive right now. But did you see the Paperboy one?
No, I haven't seen that yet.
Like I haven't seen video, but did you see the article?
Virtual Paperboy?
Oh, dude, it's ridiculous. They had a bike on one of those little spinny tables, and the Oculus was ridiculous. Next piece of tech news. This is called here's the most idiotic and brilliant app ever. Let's see what we can get here. Created by
Norwegian developer Carrot Pop, SMTH.
SMTH uses your phone's accelerometers to measure how high the phone has traveled from your hand. Catching it, of course, is optional. Once measured, your high score, literally, will join the scores of fellow idiots on a worldwide leaderboard. It is insane. It is ingenious. So essentially what
the game is called Send Me to Heaven.
Is you take your phone,
yeah,
you start this app, and you throw the thing up. And then you try to catch it.
Nope. Not gonna. It even has a disclaimer on the thing. It says, I understand and agree that playing SMTH is entirely at my own risk. I understand and agree that author of SMTH shall in no event be liable for any direct, indirect, incidental, coincidental, or exemplary damage or injuries.
Apparently, this has been banned from the iPhone App Store, but it's available on Android.
You really should download it.
I am not.
Come on.
Because, no, I'm not stupid. I think it's an amazing idea. I would totally sell it for, if they would let me, I'd sell it for, 15 cents, just to see how many people go, I want to try and download it. Oh, screw it, it's 15 cents. Get rid of that 99-cent one. That would be hilarious.
What kind of upgrades would you have? How many times you can make it spin in the air?
Yeah, dude. I mean, 'cause if you could measure that kind of stuff, absolutely.
Moving on to DC news. Real quick, you've got Mark Strong as potential for playing Lex Luthor.
Also, Bryan Cranston is also being rumored for the role.
I can see Mark Strong, I think, as a better Lex. I know Cranston has done a really good character on Breaking Bad, but I think depending on the version of Lex they want, I think I see Mark Strong. And for those of you who don't know, comic book wise, he played Sinestro on Green Lantern,
which I think he should always be.
Movie wise, he was the bad guy in the first Sherlock Holmes movie.
So you say.
Oh, you meant the...
You see, when you say Sherlock, I think the BBC version. You mean this version with Robert Downey Jr.?
Yes, the Robert Downey
We were talking
Jr.
about this
one.
earlier. All right, so we're going to move into comic book news. The actual book. Print media, which you didn't want me to say.
We're not using it.
This is the last part of our short box, and it's called, I know this is list. What is it? I know list kill us, but I really like this one. What is this called?
It's called the 10 Greatest Rogues Galleries of All Time. Just a real quick, I wanted to do this basically because of number 10.
Alright.
It's from Newsarama, who love their list. Number 10, Greatest Rogues Gallery of All Time, Darkwing Duck. Featuring his bad guys are Negaduck, Bushroot, the Liquidator, Megavolt, Quackerjack, and Tuscanini, and Moriarty. Are great characters. My son loves the show. I love this show. I thought that was a great list. Your number 9 was Daredevil.
With people such as Stiltman, the Matador, or the Annieman.
I think Bullseye and Kingpin are better.
Okay.
There you go.
Then we've got Iron Man, with people like Crimson Dynamo, the Titanium Man, and the Unicorn. Also stuff...
Justin Hammer, Madam Mask, Ironmonger. I like Ironmonger.
Let's see. James Bond.
That list is just ridiculous.
Not even reading it. It's James Bond. Superman is at number 6. So I'm curious who number 1 is.
Because you got Lex Doomsday, Zod. I mean, just to name a couple.
Ares.
Brainiac.
Ares is in there.
Ares.
Brainiac.
Yep.
Dick Tracy at number 5.
I love that movie.
People like Pruneface, Flat Top, and The Blank. That's amazing. I like the movie. I agree with you.
I like the fact that Fantastic Fours, Galactus, The Skrull, Doctor Doom. Just 3 big ones right there.
Number 3, The Flash.
I can't believe The Flash is
his
this low.
one. I think it's his because his is the one that came up with that name, isn't it?
Well,
the
not
Rogues
even that.
Gallery.
They work together so often to try to take out the Flash that they help themselves as far as their titles, like the title goes.
Yeah,
like they're always working together.
You got people like let's see, Gorilla Grodd, Captain Cold,
Captain Boomerang, the Scarlet Speedster.
I mean,
no, that's him. Never mind.
Yeah, there's all kinds of people in here. Let's see, number 3. Number 2 is Batman, Joker, Riddler, Penguin.
I think
Mr.
Killer Croc
Freeze,
is really low on that list.
Killer Croc. I mean, that obviously.
Sorry, the Joker stories are still my favorite to read.
And number 1 is Spider-Man. Word up! Give me a high five on that.
You're not allowed to like Spider-Man right now. Remember?
Oh, that's true. You got people like, for me, it's Venom, Carnage, Doc Ock, Bam, and Green Goblin.
Quick note on the Carnage thing. It's probably in the show for next week, but I'm going to say it anyway. There's a rumor that Jim Carrey's sneaking his way into the second movie that they're doing right now as Casey.
Yeah, baby! I've said that for years. I said Jim Carrey has got the craziness to play Carnage. This is a good list. I like this. This is definitely
go back and check out the full list. They do break it down a little bit. But I love the fact that Darkwing Duck was number 10 on that. Like, that he made it.
Right.
So that right there, even if it was just basically for me and my son, that was great.
All right, so last week's question of the week was, how will DC introduce Wonder Woman and Aquaman? You read first, I'll read second, so on and so forth.
Shane Miller put in that just simply Superman and Batman movie.
Anthony says they should each get a short series of webisodes, TV for the internet only, as their origin and then integration into the Justice League.
That's kind of making people use the internet, though.
I agree.
I'm yawning a lot because I've been up for a while. The producer says, after much thought, here's my answer. Aquaman should be brought into the Flash series to help push it, like Flash is being pushed in through Arrow. Wonder Woman should be left for the Batman-Superman movie. Those 3 work well together. I don't think that'll happen, but already. We seem to be forgetting Green Lantern. Not sure where he would fit in, or even if it will be Hal Jordan. He can really fit in somewhere, anywhere, especially if it's Hal. He could show up on the TV with either Flash or Oliver, or save them for the movies to pop in with the Batman Superman movie.
Or even on a Flash movie if they do that.
Mm.
I agree completely with that. I think Aquaman would work great duoing with another show.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Wonder Woman needs to stick with
We've
Batman
already said what
Superman.
mine is.
Yeah.
Aquaman should be seen at the end of the next Superman movie. Swimming with dolphins.
James Tipper says fighting each other.
Okay. Pitbull, UK. New person. Wonder Woman is caught in bed with Superman. They're dating now.
Ooh, that's true. Will McCamus. Okay, here we go. I think Aquaman could show up very easily in Arrow. Maybe somewhere in the story about how he got off the island, which is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman would probably be a good fit for the Superman Batman movie. They are the big three after all. I read that Green Lantern was supposed to show up in Arrow at some point, and it would have to be Hal.
Hal Jordan and
Barry
Oliver
Allen.
became friends for long. There's a big run called Green Lantern and Green Arrow. There's a huge run about that. The next one is Westlock. It says, I would pay good money if they did introduce Aquaman and Arrow, played by Alan Ritchson, who I don't think could right now because he's a turtle.
Right.
The guy who played Arthur Curry from Smallville, and him mentioned something like, you look different from the last time I saw you. Have you been hitting the gym more?
So those great answers for last week's. We're going to move into this week's question of the week. Let's see, what do we got here? We got a couple of options. Who is your favorite cast member of Nerd of the Noob? No, wait. That should be next week's Noob Versus.
What, me versus you?
Yep.
Are we on 49? No, we'll do that for 50.
Do that for 50?
Yes.
What has caused your biggest nerdgasm that you've experienced? Or
No, I
if
kinda
you
like
buy if you buy the Saints Row $4 million game, which kind of plastic surgery do you want?
I kind of like what he's making right now.
All right.
Who would play us in the Nerd and the Noob movie?
All right, then. I know who plays me.
I'm kind of worried about this one, but let's make that the question. Who would play the Nerd and the Noob in a movie?
And the producer.
The producer, all the family.
So, we'll leave a list up. Hey, guys, if you would like to tell us who would play us, this is going to be a really low one or a really high one.
Yeah, it's also going to be
And
really
Seth
funny. or
Rogen
really
is
dark.
acceptable. I had a customer tell me that the other day that I look like Seth Rogen.
Really?
I get it all the time. Guys, that's the show.
Is it the show? I feel like it was a good show, but dude, I'm tired.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I am a little tired of myself. But it was still a fun show.
You just said I'm tired of myself.
No, I said...
You said of myself.
Whatever. So, alright, guys. Well, as always, thank you for joining us. Please don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and...
Do you want me to do it?
I should go for it.
If you would like to contact us, you can go to facebook.com/nerdofthenoob, twitter.com/nerdofthenoob. You can email us at nerdofthenoob@gmail.com. Our personal Twitters are nerds is gman0184, noobs is @mangoirl. We have the forum now, which is nerdofthenoob.niceboards.com. Please go there and sign up. We want to see everybody there talking. We've tried to give as much as possible. It's sports, it's gaming, it's PC, and there's everything out there that you want to talk about. I don't know of anything else.
No, I think we're good. Guys, I think we'll see you next week. Peace.
Out.